flower. A hole in a tree. A rock. A hole.
5 minutes left, Date.
Wrench. What is... Really? Alright.
Four minutes.
That... Hitomi.
She looks like she's... Look.
Three minutes, Date.
A hole... A hole in it. A cord brace.
Might be important. Hold on to it.
That's Hitomi. Do you remember this? Wait!
Follow her!
On it!
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
If there is nothing left to do... Date, what is going on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't...
I see. Then it is not me malfunction.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try. A Lycaris. Nothing is happening.
That's to be expected.
A light.
You have 1 minute left.
Let's do it. What? Another... A large... We've come this far. I will... That is...
Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. And my guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you, and especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to... There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it. He tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened. Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima, the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes.
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakura. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years. That means the chairman was Rohan, not...
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long,
We good here?
Yeah, cover her.
Just a minute.
Beautiful.
the Kumakura people covered Monica's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What? We... Monica! Monica! We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be... gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child, and I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to, no matter what.
Okay, I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, the people who did this to you. I will never forget. I'm sorry, Monica. I'm sorry.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like somehow she was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
War?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh? I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love, and Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And eye, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to after doing this over and over. Before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away, but my hands were full. Raising Iris, I devoted myself to her. I never thought about, and eventually, my desire for revenge just faded.
Mama! Wolf! Wolf! Mama! Omelette! Sweetie! Mommy, I won race today! Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moo! Mommy, you are so good at this! Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at this? I can't help it! My body dances on... Mommy, don't more people come? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to... I want to dance again with every... Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for... I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, I drew it!
The okonomiya.
That was so fun! We should...
The food or the food fight? I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too. Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking...
As long as it's Uncle, I say go for it!
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, So would be punished by the law, and the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered, but that would mean Iris's secret would be... That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father, and even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris, but... Fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly... It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live. That's what the doctor said. If you remember. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was...
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late, so I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail So Tsujima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited... He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So... When he finally arrived... He walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monika's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed. Seeing a body he thought he got rid of it. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito, not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras, even if he found out who I was. Without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me, and there's no way he'd risk his political career not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back, but then something unexpected happened. I saw you, Dot. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around,
It can't be. Iris.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January. The only possible treatment was experimental However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail The best way to establish the blackmail was to That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her question. Date, snap out of it!
I'm sorry. I have no idea. No, all of this was my idea.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just... After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monika's body back onto the hood of the forklift.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris. The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple. There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I have... However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly...
Wait. Where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
but you have no idea where she is.
Do you know something?
Yes. At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number 89.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Date. Run!
Boss!
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders! They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monika? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Sejima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation. As of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Iba, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Now tell me, where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
All right, take me there. I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years. Including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access logic and core programming. He will be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Doctor. They are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours, or else you will cease to exist.
Date? What's...
Nothing. Just...
All right. Now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that... Renju?
That is...
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss? What's going on? Why did Boss kill So? Shoko was killed around 5. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
What about Saturday, 8?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She used a PC. Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made...
Boss is the new Cyclops killed Shoko, Renju, Iris. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely... So also had his left eye removed, identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence, somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What? Hitomi! Hitomi! Iva, call Boss's phone.
On it. The boss's phone.
Oh, shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon! Comply!
I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening to you.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
Please, lower your weapon. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will—
What choice do I have?
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you? I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops kid.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think. Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine?
Just look!
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid up. Whoa! Limited edition!
Date, load Evolver with firebomb mode. Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
Just do as I say. She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
A dust explosion, huh? Good.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a... Hey, this is just a cooking mag...
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Date, talking to her, you do know that, don't